What if the part of you you're trying to fix is actually the part you're supposed to follow? Stop. Don't scroll. Because this might be the one idea that changes how you see yourself forever. You've been told to control your thoughts, hide your anger, fix your flaws. But what if your flaws aren't mistakes? What if they're directions? What if your fear isn't stopping you? It's guiding you. Today, we're stepping into one of the most dangerous ideas ever introduced by Carl Jung, that the version of you you've been avoiding is the one that holds your real purpose. And once you see this, you can't unsee it. The version of you you buried. There are two versions of you. The one you learned to be, and the one you had to hide. The second one is your shadow. And it didn't form in one moment. It formed in hundreds of small ones. The moment your excitement was called too much. The moment your anger made people uncomfortable. The moment your dream was called unrealistic. The moment being yourself cost you connection. So you adapted. You became what was acceptable. You shaped yourself into someone who could be liked, approved, safe. But in the process, you became incomplete. Because here's the truth. You didn't remove those parts of yourself. You buried them alive. And buried things don't stay buried. They build pressure. And eventually, they return as overthinking, emotional outbursts, self-sabotage, patterns you can't break. That's not weakness. That's your shadow trying to come back into your life. Pattern interrupt. Read this carefully. Self-improvement is not about removing your darkness. It's about understanding it. Most people spend their lives trying to become better. Very few try to become whole. The mirror effect. Let me make this real. There was a time when confident people used to irritate me. Not slightly. Deeply. I would see someone speak freely, own their presence, and instantly think, they're arrogant. They're fake. They're trying too hard. But the truth? I wasn't reacting to them. I was reacting to something inside me that I had suppressed for years. My own confidence. That's what Carl Jung called projection. When you reject something in yourself, you start seeing it everywhere else. And instead of owning it, you judge it. Jung said, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. So next time someone triggers you, pause. Don't react. Ask, what part of me is this showing? Because that question, that's where awareness begins. Your shadow is hidden power. Here's what most people never realize. Your shadow isn't just darkness. It's power. Everything you've suppressed contains energy. Your anger, that's power. Your fear, that's direction. Your insecurity, that's awareness trying to grow. Think about Martin Luther King Jr. He didn't ignore anger. He transformed it. Think about Frida Kahlo. She didn't hide pain. She expressed it. And the world called it genius. Because when you stop fighting your shadow, you unlock something rare. Authentic energy. The creativity you buried. That was your path. The voice you silenced. That was your calling. The version of you that felt like too much. That was the real you. The battle within. Every powerful story follows the same rule. The hero doesn't win by defeating the world. They win by facing themselves. Look at Luke Skywalker. His biggest fear wasn't failure. It was becoming what he feared most. And he had to face it. Not destroy it. Face it. Because your darkness is not separate from you. It's part of you. And until you accept that, you stay divided. Shadow work, practical system. This is where it becomes real. Catch the trigger. When something hits you emotionally, stop. Observe. Don't escape it. Name it clearly. Say it. I feel jealous. I feel angry. I feel insecure. No judgment. Trace the root. Ask, where have I felt this before? Because every trigger has a past. Dialogue with it. Ask your shadow, what do you want? What are you protecting me from? Listen. Redirect the energy. The same energy you used to suppress yourself now becomes your fuel. That's the shift. That's the power. Why your life repeats patterns. If the same problems keep repeating, that's not coincidence. That's your unconscious repeating unresolved patterns. Jung described this as a form of repetition, where we recreate familiar pain because it feels known. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you haven't faced. And until you face it, it doesn't stop. It evolves. Different people. Same pattern. Shadow work breaks it. This changes more than you. This isn't just personal. It's collective. Jung believed in the collective unconscious, a shared human layer of mind. And when people don't face their shadow, they project it outward. That's where division begins. But when you become aware, something changes. Less judgment. More clarity. More control. Your inner work affects how you show up in the world. Silent Mind's impact. Here's the truth. You were never broken. You were edited. By fear. By society. By experience. And now, you're living a version of yourself that feels safe, but not real. That emptiness you feel, that disconnect, that quiet voice inside you, that's not weakness. That's your shadow calling you back. Your fear is not your enemy. Your darkness is not your flaw. It's your map. It always was. So next time you feel triggered, don't run. Don't distract. Pause. And ask, what is this trying to show me? Because on the other side of that question is your purpose, your clarity, your real self. If this made you think, that means something inside you recognized the truth. Comment one thing you've been avoiding. Just one word. And if you're ready to understand your mind deeply, subscribe to Silent Minds. Because this journey, it's just getting started.